The Tampa housing market is heating up in a whole new way. Prices are steady, listings are climbing, and mortgage rates just hit their lowest point of the year. But what does that actually mean if you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Tampa right now? Stick around because we're breaking down the latest numbers, real life stories, and what experts are saying about where Tampa real estate market is heading to next.
I'm Shanika, and this is my husband Saul. Welcome back to Viva Tampa, your inside look at what it's really like living, buying, and investing right here in Tampa Bay. Compared to last fall, the Tampa housing market feels more balanced than it has in years. Homes are still selling, but not overnight. Buyers finally have choices, while sellers are learning that pricing strategy matters more than ever. It's a more level playing field, and that's creating opportunities on both sides of the table.
So let's jump into what the data is showing right now across Tampa Bay. From home prices and inventory to what's really driving demand as we head towards the end of the 2025 year.
As of mid-November 2025, the Tampa housing market looks a lot more balanced than it did a year ago. The median Tampa home price for single-family homes is $470,000, while condos and townhomes average $330,000. Homes are spending a median of 31 days on the market, meaning Tampa real estate is still moving, just at a steadier, healthier pace.
Now, inventory across the Tampa Bay area keeps rising, now at 2,100 active listings, which is up 16.4% year over year. Now, that's one of the biggest inventory jumps in the country, giving Tampa home buyers more options and breathing room.
Sellers are adjusting too. The average sell-to-list price ratio is 97%, and about 34% of Tampa homes have seen price drops. In other words, the Tampa housing market finally has some give and take again.
Now, a big reason activity is picking up again is mortgage rates, right? The average 30-year fixed rate in Tampa just dropped to 6.15%, the lowest we've seen all year.
That small change has a big impact. It brings a typical Tampa mortgage payment to around $2,500 per month, about 2% lower than last year. Lower Tampa mortgage rates are helping buyers re-enter the market and boosting confidence.
But another major shift just hit the national stage, and it could open the door for even more Tampa home buyers. So according to Florida realtors, Fannie Mae has officially dropped its minimum credit score requirements for many loans, replacing it with a risk-based model that considers a buyer's full financial picture instead of just one number.
That's huge news. It means people who have been close to qualifying before but didn't quite meet the old credit score threshold can now be eligible for a conventional mortgage. For Tampa, where affordability is tight and competition is healthy, this could bring a new wave of buyers into the market heading into 2026.
And speaking of financing, adjustable rate mortgages are also making a comeback. So another Florida Realtors article this month reported that adjustable rates mortgages now account for about 10% of all new mortgage applications, which is up from just 4% earlier this year.
Adjustable rate mortgages can make sense for people who don't plan to stay in their home for more than 5 to 7 years. And in Tampa, that's a common timeline for relocations, job transfers, or downsizing.
Between falling rates, extended credit access, and new mortgage options, the financing side of Tampa real estate is finally catching up to where buyers need it to be.
Now, let's talk about buyer power, because for the first time in years, Tampa buyers finally have some.
Bidding wars have cooled off a bit. You can negotiate again. We're seeing inspection credits, closing cost assistance, and even rate buy-downs coming back into contracts.
But don't confuse this for a crash in Tampa home prices. It's a normalization. Buyers can be thoughtful, sellers have to be strategic, and the Tampa housing market is operating more like it did pre-pandemic. And speaking of pending sales, Tampa is leading the charge in Florida.
Redfin's latest market analysis shows Tampa home sales are up 16.2% year over year, making it one of the top metros in the nation for transaction activity.
It's also Tampa's strongest fall season in 3 years, with sustained buyer interest even during months that are typically slower.
While other Florida markets are cooling off, Tampa is still gaining traction. It's building real momentum as we head into 2026. Real quick, if you're thinking about buying or selling in the Tampa Bay region, don't be scared, don't be shy. Just reach out to us, we'll help you.
Yeah, we can hop on a quick Zoom or call and talk you through your move. No pressure, just real answers.
And if you'd like our free Tampa Bay relocation guide, you'll find it in the link right here in the description.
That combination of stronger demand, more inventory, and new financing flexibility is exactly what's setting Tampa apart right now. One Tampa Bay headline that made waves this month came from MSN. No one's buying Tampa Bay vacation home.
That's the high-end and investment segment cooling off. Second home demand is softer because of higher insurance costs and tighter lending.
But the local Tampa housing market for full-time residents remains solid. The $400K to $600K price range is still seeing consistent demand, especially around Wesley Chapel, Riverview, and South Tampa.
So yes, luxury listings might take longer to sell, but middle market Tampa homes are still moving fast, often within that 30-day median.
What's keeping Tampa real estate steady is the strength of our local economy. The Business Observer reported the Tampa Bay region added nearly 13,000 private sector jobs this year, led by healthcare, logistics, and tech.
So TBBW magazine even projected 3,700 new tech jobs by 2027. That's long-term stability feeding right back into Tampa housing demand.
When jobs grow, people move. And that steady in-migration is exactly what's keeping the Tampa Bay housing market resilient, even as the rest of the country cools.
So let's look closer at what's happening across Tampa neighborhoods.
In Wesley Chapel, new construction is booming again, with popular master plan communities like Epperson Lagoon and Wiregrass Ranch offering family-friendly layouts and newer schools.
In Riverview, builders are getting competitive, offering incentives like $15,000 towards closing costs or rate buy-downs to help buyers offset monthly payments.
South Tampa, on the other hand, is seeing a slight slowdown at the higher end. Homes that would have flown off the market in a week back in 2022 now sit 45 to 60 days, but they're still selling.
Just takes a little longer, that's it. That's what the market does. Now, buyers relocating to Tampa are focused on lifestyle now, right? It's commute times, schools, and overall quality of life. That's what's really driving Tampa home sales more than anything else.
We just helped a couple relocate from Las Vegas to Tampa Bay, and their story really shows what's behind many of today's moves.
They told us point blank, yes, homeowners insurance in Florida is way higher than it was back in Vegas, but that wasn't the deciding factor. What mattered most to them was lifestyle and being closer to family.
They lived in Nevada for years, but their kids and grandkids are in Orlando, about an hour and a half away from Tampa. They didn't want to be in the middle of the hustle, but they still wanted to be close enough to visit for birthdays, holidays, and weekend trips without needing a flight.
And they love that Tampa offered the perfect balance of sunshine, convenience, and accessibility, close enough to family, with their own space and community at the same time. Now, they bought in Sun City Center. They can enjoy an active social lifestyle and still make those quick drives to see loved ones anytime they want.
It's a great example of how Tampa's appeal goes beyond numbers. It's not just about home prices, it's about quality of life and connection.
So looking ahead to early 2026, Tampa Bay has about a 3.5-month housing supply, meaning the market is balanced, not overly favoring buyers or sellers.
If mortgage rates continue easing into the high 5% range, Tampa home demand will likely surge again. We've seen this pattern before. Every time rates drop even slightly, buyers flood back in.
Now, between Tampa's job creation, infrastructure investment, and steady population growth, it's hard to see a major downturn here, to be honest with you.
And with developments like Midtown Tampa, channel size expansion, and continued growth in Wesley Chapel and Riverview, the region's long-term fundamentals remain strong for both homeowners and real estate investors.
So here's the bottom line, right? The Tampa housing market is evolving. It's not collapsing. Inventory's up, Tampa home prices are stabilizing, and buyer opportunities are back on the table.
If you've been waiting for the right time to buy a home in Tampa or sell your Tampa property, this could be your window. The data shows balance, and in real estate, balance usually means opportunity.
So whether you're relocating to Tampa Bay, upgrading to a larger home, or downsizing, it pays to have local experts in your corner.
Call, text, or email us anytime. We'd love to walk you through what these Tampa real estate numbers mean for you and help you build a plan that works.
And if you want a deeper dive, grab our free Tampa Bay relocation guide. It's in the link in the description below.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon for more Tampa housing market updates, community spotlights, and new construction tours every week.
Take care and stay blessed.